In the quaint coastal town of Seabreeze Harbor, life moved at a different pace. Nestled between jagged cliffs and a sparkling sea, it was a place where everyone knew everyone, and secrets were hard to keep. But for Emily, a cafe owner, and Sarah, a local artist, secrets were what kept their friendship complicated yet enduring. Emily's cafe, the Seashell, was the heart of the community. Locals and tourists alike would gather for her famous blueberry muffins and the warm ambiance that made even strangers feel like family. But beyond the clinking cups and laughter, Emily harbored a longing that few knew about, a yearning for something more than the daily grind of cafe management. Sarah, with her easel and paints, was a frequent visitor of the Seashell. Her artwork adorned the walls, adding a splash of color and imagination to the cozy interior. Yet, she too had her reservations, often lost in thought, contemplating the next big step in her life. Art was her passion, but she wondered if it could also be her future. Unbeknownst to them, their worlds were about to collide in a way that neither could have anticipated. A mysterious letter arrives at the Seashell, addressed to both Emily and Sarah, hinting at an upcoming art exhibition that could change their lives forever. As Emily read the letter aloud, Sarah's eyes met hers. For a moment, time seemed to stand still. Both women sensed that this letter was an invitation to not just an event, but to explore the depths of their friendship and the possibilities that lay ahead. The letter, elegantly written on parchment paper and sealed with an intricate wax stamp, was an invitation to an exclusive art exhibition in the city. For Sarah, it was an incredible opportunity to showcase her talent to a broader audience. For Emily, it was a chance to step out of her comfort zone, to experience life beyond the confines of her cafe and her small town. However, the exhibition was more than just a simple event. It was organized by a renowned art critic whose opinion could make or break an artist's career. The stakes were high, and both women felt the weight of the opportunity and the challenges it presented. Emily was torn between her responsibilities at the Seashell and her desire to support her friend. Closing the cafe even for a day would mean a loss in revenue and the potential disappointment of her loyal customers. Yet, how could she miss out on something that could transform Sarah's life? Sarah, on the other hand, grappled with her own set of dilemmas. The art critic was known for his discerning eye and brutal honesty. Was her art good enough? Would the exposure be a blessing, or would it expose her inadequacies and shatter her dreams? As they pondered their options, it became clear that the choices they made would not only affect their individual futures, but also test the strength and resilience of their friendship. After days of contemplation, Emily made a decision. She would close the Seashell for the weekend, rallying her staff to manage a temporary closure. Sometimes we need to take risks to grow, she thought, as she hung a sign on the cafe door that read, "Closed for a special event." Sarah, too, made her choice. She would participate in the exhibition, come what may. She spent long hours in her makeshift studio, refining her art and pouring her emotions onto the canvas. "I'll never know if I don't try," she whispered to herself, her brush dancing gracefully across the canvas. As the day of the exhibition approached, the tension was palpable. Emily felt the anxiety of leaving her cafe in the hands of her staff, while Sarah was consumed by the fear of rejection. Yet amidst these uncertainties, their friendship remained a constant source of strength and encouragement. The day before the exhibition, Sarah received a call from the organizer, confirming the arrangements and providing a final rundown of the event's schedule. It was real. It was happening. Sarah's art would be seen by some of the most influential people in the industry. Emily, after locking up her cafe, drove to Sarah's place. They spent the evening reviewing the artwork, practicing introductions, and sharing a bottle of wine. It was a simple yet profoundly comforting ritual, a testament to their enduring friendship. The day of the exhibition had finally arrived. Dressed in their finest attire, Emily and Sarah stepped into the grand hall filled with a dazzling array of art and a crowd of people who seemed to exist in a different world. The air was thick with anticipation and the subtle scent of expensive perfume. As guests started to arrive at Sarah's exhibit, Their faces showed a range of emotions: curiosity, admiration, and for some, a hint of skepticism. Sarah's heart raced with every glance and whisper, her palms clammy with nervousness. Emily stood by her side, offering silent support, her eyes scanning the crowd for the renowned art critic. Then, amidst the sea of faces, she spotted him, his discerning eyes taking in each piece of art with a calculated gaze. The moment had come. The critic approached Sarah's exhibit, his eyes meeting hers for a fleeting second before they descended upon her art. Time seemed to stand still as he studied each piece, his expression unreadable. Finally, he spoke, his words cutting through the tension like a knife. "Your art speaks volumes," he said, offering a nod of approval. "It's raw, emotional, and incredibly authentic. I look forward to seeing more from you in the future." The critic's words reverberated through the hall, a wave of relief and exhilaration washing over Sarah. She turned to Emily, her eyes brimming with tears of joy, and they hugged, a simple yet profound gesture that encapsulated years of friendship and shared dreams. Emily's decision to close the seashell and attend the exhibition had paid off. The risk was worth it, and as they celebrated Sarah's newfound recognition, Emily felt a sense of fulfillment that went beyond the walls of her cafe. For Sarah, the exhibition was more than just a validation of her art. It was a milestone in her journey of self-discovery and a stepping stone for a promising career. With the critics' endorsement, galleries started to show interest, and her art began to receive the attention it deserved. As they drove back to Seabreeze Harbor, the familiar cliffs and sea welcoming them home, both women felt a change, a subtle yet significant shift in their perspectives. They had ventured out of their comfort zones, and in doing so, discovered new facets of themselves and each other. And so, life returned to its peaceful pace in their quaint coastal town. But for Emily and Sarah, things would never be the same. Their friendship had weathered the highs and lows, and as they looked forward to the future, they knew that they could face anything as long as they had each other.